Hi, my name's Isaac, and this is not a video that I normally do, but I was so incredibly passionate about this subject that I had to make a video on it. So yesterday they unveiled the brand new 2022 Toyota Tundra, and it is probably the ugliest pickup truck I've ever seen in my life. It looks like a teenage boy got a hold of it and added a bunch of cheap mods to it, and they threw it out. Like, light bar in the grill? What is going on with that? So, I think that they're close to a design that could be pretty cool. I like some of the elements of the truck. So, I am not a Photoshop extraordinaire by any means, but I decided to take the truck into Photoshop and try to fix it a little bit, because this is big news. I am not the only person that does not like the design of this, and I think that it could improve, when they do a mid-cycle refresh, but there's a couple of things that I just don't think are great. So I want to talk about it really quick, some of the styling cues that I don't like, and what I'd do to fix it. So starting here, I have a picture of the SR5 from the front end. The SR5 would probably be the trim that I would purchase, since my Tacoma is an SR5. I generally don't need a snazzier truck than that. It gets the job done. It's a workhorse. And looking at it here, there's a couple of things that I do like. I like the headlights. I like most of the grille. I think the grille is fine. Toyota, and really generally a lot of the consumer market, has been heading towards these larger grilles recently. I do not like where the fog lights are. I think that is a very strange position for the fog lights, and I absolutely hate how it says Tundra right here at the lower section of the grille. I do not like that at all. It says TRD at the top section because this is an SR5 with a TRD option. I guess that's going to be a new option for the Tundra in 2022. And it's just, I don't like this lower black bumper fascia. I would prefer that to be body colored. So on the front end here, this is what it looks like now. And then if I turn this off, this was my quick little Photoshop job to show you kind of how I would have changed it. So I would have made the lower portion of the bumper a lot wider and body colored. And I also would have moved the fog lights a lot lower. I think that gives it a more aggressive look. Obviously, I am not a Toyota engineer, so I cannot say definitively, this is better. But in my personal opinion, I think that this is a little bit sleeker of a design. I still don't think it's the best truck currently on the market, but I think that fixes the design elements a little bit to make it a little bit more aggressive and a little less busy. It's so busy all over the truck. And so I think that really helps, in my opinion. Also, one thing I did want to point out, just looking at this photo here, it does have a driver's side grab handle. So I'm really thankful Toyota listened, at least in that aspect, that it does have a driver's side grab handle, because I'm a huge proponent of driver's side grab handles. Then we have the, whoops, that's not what I wanted to show you yet. This is the profile view of that same SR5. It looks okay from the side view profile. A couple of things I would change though. I will say, I do like the headlights. I really do like the signature of the headlights. I think it's a pretty aggressive look. I don't like the swooping lines of the wheel arches here. That just looks, it's like so busy. There's just so much going on. And right down here, I don't like how the, again, kind of the wheel wells kind of arch down like this on the fenders. I just don't think that's a good look. It makes the truck look chunkier, and I just don't think that flows as well. So on my redesign, I've taken those away. I've smoothed out those lines above the wheel wells, made them a little sleeker. And also, I added a body color A-pillar. The original truck does not have a body color A-pillar. I don't know if this is going to have any body color A-pillars for any trim, because it seems like all the trims that they unveiled, SR5 Limited, Platinum, and TRD Pro, don't have that body colored A-pillar. And I know a lot of people are doing that, and the market's going that way. I just think this looks better, just personally. I don't love the side view profile, but I think this cleans it up again to make it less busy, and just really look more like a truck that's in the segment. And so then going here to the rear, I did the rear too. This is what The back looks like on, I believe it's a limited model. I think that this is fine. It's not terrible. It's not great. One thing I really am confused by is the taillights. I don't know how I feel about the taillights so far. I don't like the individual lines. I don't think that really works as good, but look, Toyota, again, I'm not an engineer. I am a lowly automotive journalist. And so I think that stamping the tailgate is a fine decision. They did that on the Tacoma. The previous Tundra has that stamp, except it's in the bottom corner. I think that, again, I think the fault here in the back is there's too many different lines. Like right here, this like bends up and then you have the grab handle. If that was just a flush line, like as you can see, this is what I did to kind of change it up. I think that would work a little bit better to tone it down. There's a lot going on visually in this truck. Now, personally, I actually think they nailed the interior. That's one thing that I think is perfect on this truck. I would not change the interior. Let me pull up a picture. Let me see here. Interior. Crocodile alligator. Here we go. Right here. I think that they really nailed it on the interior. I think the screen size is fantastic. I think the vents look cool. It looks like a comfortable place to be. I have no problems with the interior of this Tundra. But just the exterior styling's way too busy for me. It's just, there's too much going on, and especially on the TRD Pro, I just think it looks like there's a bunch of tacky aftermarket mods on it. And I think that looks silly. So now what I wanted to do is put everything that I created all together. So the front end look, the profile look, and look at this presser photo. Now in this particular presser photo, I don't think this red one looks terrible. It looks okay. Not a fan of the chrome. I think the chrome on the front's tasteful. I don't love the chrome wraparound on the two doors, but it's okay. This one's not horrendous looking, but it's still not my type of truck. So here's what I would have done to change it. And I love this. I've now created a truck that I love, that I would actually buy. This is the dumb mistake. So this is what I did. First off, I did the same thing with the lower portion of the grille, made that body color, moved the fog lights down. I made the A-pillar body color. These swooping lines, as you can see here, that swoop down, I made them straighter. And what else did I do with this? Oh yes, and the bottom part down here, that fold down, they kind of angled down. I made those flush, and I created this truck that I'm like, oh shoot, I would actually buy this truck. Like I would love this. And I was interested in the new Tundra. I love my Tacoma to death, but sometimes I can't fit everything that I would want to. And so I was like, well, if this new Tundra is really visually appealing and it's got a knockout engine, maybe I'd trade that in, because the value of my Tacoma has actually gone up, which is incredible. I've never had a vehicle that the value goes up after it's off the lot. So that's awesome. And so, yeah, big swing and a miss for me from Toyota. I think that they were really trying to make this truck look distinct, but I keep going back to that quote that somebody, chief marketing guy or something, said that it's a world beater, which didn't really make sense at the time anyway, to say it's a world beater. But I can't imagine the Tundra, taking any of the market share from Silverado or Ford. Like, I'm just thinking in my head now, I remember when the new Silverado came out and I absolutely despised how it looked. I thought it was too busy up front and not enough in the back. Compared to this, that's nothing. And here's the thing. I do like how that Silverado looks now that I've seen them more out on the street. And, maybe I would like this Tundra if I saw it more out on the street, but it still just feels, it just feels too busy. There's too much going on this truck for me personally to really like the look of it, because visually I can't really grasp what to focus on. And so when I created this one, I'm like, oh, this is much smoother, much more simple in its design. So that's my personal opinion and my corrections to the Toyota Tundra for the 2022 model year. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Traditionally, I review pickup trucks on here, and I absolutely will review the 2022 Toyota Tundra when I get my hands on one of them, and we'll see if my opinion has changed since then. And I'm open to it. I am not gonna say I hate this all the way through. I wanna get behind the wheel of one of these things, drive it, and really do a full walk around for you guys. So hopefully I'll have the opportunity to do that at some point. As always, guys, if you have any prayer requests, you can leave those in the comment section below. I am a Christian, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.